Alright guys, today we're talking about a game that I'm really excited to talk about with you guys, and that is Nickelodeon All Star Brawl. Now, if you guys are familiar with games like Super Smash Bros., which lets us play with all these characters that we're really fond of from Nintendo properties, and a few other properties as well, but mainly Nintendo, this game here, Nickelodeon All Stars Brawl, is basically that game for us Nickelodeon fans, us 90s kids, us 2000s kids, all of us who grew up with these cartoons and still kids at heart at this stage. Characters like SpongeBob, and characters from Rugrats, characters from Our Real Monsters, all these characters from TV shows that we all grew up with and still grow up with to this day. And now we have a clone per se of Super Smash Brothers, but for us Nickelodeon fans. And I wanted to take a look at this one because I was really excited. They have a starting lineup of over 20 characters. The levels are all designed based on these TV properties and stuff. And of course, as someone who grew up with all these characters growing up as a 90s kid, I can't wait to dive into this one with you.
Gaming tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech. Going for a brekkie is the gaming tech. Gaming tech is the gaming tech. Gaming techie.
Alright guys, so here we are at the main menu of Nickelodeon All Stars Brawl. I want to just give you a quick look around at the main menu, see what you guys can expect, and then show you guys a little bit of gameplay. So as you can see here on the main menu, we have Battle. Battle is exactly what you expect. You can do this with up to 4 people locally on your system. There is no local wireless play. In other words, you can't have 4 switches in the same household and everyone using their own switch in their hand and playing local wireless. But there is local multiplayer, which means 1 switch on your TV and 4 people having a controller playing on 1 switch. So that's what this is here. Now, there isn't as many options on here as you would expect from things like Super Smash Brothers and stuff, where there was a lot of customization and stuff. This is very, to the point. So this is just stocks, where you basically just select how many stocks you actually have, and then you basically just select your characters on here, and this is basically free for all. There are a couple of rules that you can change. As you can see here, you can press X, you can change the mode, so it's either stock, times, or sports. You can change how many stocks you start with. The time limit, if there's teams, critical KOs, and friendly fire. So those are the options you have. So not as many as some of the other games, but still the same core gameplay is here. And these are, of course, the starting characters, so you can, or not the starting, but the roster currently on the game. So there's SpongeBob, Patrick, a bunch of different characters from our Nickelodeon properties. And that's what basically sold me on this game. Of course, being a huge 90s person on this channel, as you guys already know, a huge fan of 90s toys, 90s kids, 90s TV shows, 90s everything. And this game kind of speaks to me in multiple ways. There's Rugrats characters, there's Cat Dogs, which I know and love, Ninja Turtles, SpongeBob, all the characters that I know and love, Ren and Stimpy, are all here. Our Real Monsters, fantastic to have a Nickelodeon game like this. So we all know what stocks are. Everyone picks a character, and depending on how many lives you have, and whoever survives to having 1 life left before everyone else wins. And then there's a time match, of course. There's like a 5-minute timer and stuff, and then depending on how many times you knock somebody off the board, it depends on who wins. And then there's sports, and sports, at least right now, even though she has a football in her hand, maybe this is something they're going to expand one day. But as of right now, it's just soccer, where it's basically there's 2 areas on each side, and you're just trying to kick a soccer ball through each side while using characters. As you can see here, there's a training mode to be able to learn the game if you want, and then a how to play as well. So if we go into how to play, it just kind of gives you an idea of how you actually play. Push the left stick to run, do an X to hop, B for quick attacks, so B is the button for quick attacks, A is for more powerful attacks, and you hold up or down to get alternative attacks, and then you can get a running start by pressing B or A and using a running attack. So you can do stuff like that. Strong attacks beat others, like rock, paper, scissors. Up beats down, down beats mid, mid beats up. So there's like a little bit of rock, paper, scissors. Kind of familiar stuff that we're used to. You can block, of course, and it's all about timing your blocks and stuff. Grab the ledge of a stage to get back on top. Press C and B to go to perform a grab. You can throw with B. So, this is kind of familiar stuff that we're all here, that we all kind of know. And then holding Y, or pressing Y, it also does unique moves by holding up or down and getting different specials. And everybody's special is different from someone else's. And what's cool about that is that the specials, and you'll see a little bit about it during the gameplay, the specials that happen are very different. They're very to the character, which they did a really good job mimicking their special moves to what you would expect them to do in the special move based on their TV character personalities and stuff, which is really cool. Arcade mode is kind of what you guys are kind of thinking. You basically play a string of characters in a row and you're trying to make it to the end. When you make it to the end, if you play with each character, you unlock certain things, like, you know, some skins and stuff and some perks that you can use online to show people that you went to the arcade. And you unlock certain things depending on who you play with, and there is easy, medium, hard difficulties and stuff like that. Online mode is, of course, you get to play online with others. As you can see here, there's competitive play on here that kind of does your ranking and stuff. There's quick play, and then there's the online lobby system as well. And then you can see your profile here, and this is your profile icon. So some of these icons here, as I said before, you actually unlock based on, see how there's more to unlock by beating that arcade mode with different characters and stuff. So you can use those. And online mode is very fun. At least on the Switch, I haven't had any issues on the Switch playing online with other people. Lag is very minimal. A lot of fun to play online. A lot of fun to play locally and all that stuff. So I haven't really had any issues playing on the Switch specifically. The graphics on the Switch have looked pretty good as well. Then we got some extras here with just the gallery, the moves list that you can see per character. There's a jukebox mode to listen to some songs that are in the game, and then some replays as well. And so let's go ahead and now, that gives you an overview of, you know, the game modes in the game and what you guys can expect. But let's go ahead and now dive into arcade mode, and let's show you a little bit of gameplay here. So I'm going to go ahead and select a character here. So for example, let's go ahead and select Ninja Turtles here. You can change the difficulties. Let's go ahead and go on medium. We're probably going to get beaten because I'm still not very good at the game. But let's go ahead and start with him here. And press the start button. There's a lot of variety in the actual maps that are in the game that you actually play in, or the levels that you play, and they did a good job, you know, with those as well. And it seems like when they do DLC, because DLC is already pretty much confirmed that when a character comes out, that it seems like they're going to get their own stage, kind of like how Smash Brothers did it. You got a character and a stage. Seems like that's what they're going to be doing as well. It starts with a little intro here, telling you some text from Leonardo, and then a Reptar that we're going to be fighting here. Unfortunately, there is no actual theme music, so one of my big caveats with this game, you know, that it doesn't have is actual music in the game from the actual shows. And I almost fell off the board there, thank God. And I just did. Like I said, this game still takes a lot of practice, a lot to get good. Wow, he just kicked me right off the stage. I'm not doing it really good. And talking while trying to do this isn't easy as well. But yeah, I'm really disappointed that there's no character voices or anything like that, as you guys are seeing. There's no VO in the game. That's something that the devs said that they may do, depending on how well the game sells, which is at least good to hear. And there also is something that they're hoping to do, so we'll see if that actually happens. But yeah, not having theme music for the levels and stuff based on the property is really unfortunate. Same thing with not having character VOs. I think that's the only miss in the game for me, are those two things. I think everything else is pretty solid. The character lineup is good. Hopefully, obviously, we're going to get more with DLC. That's already confirmed. The level design is really cool, very different from each other. Having this game on every platform pretty much is a good thing too. They did a good job with each character having different moves, as I talked about. He's off the board on that one. So yeah, this is really, really fun to be able to play this game and have all these characters. Ooh, he hit me. That was a nice one. He hit me right down there when I did my spin up. So Reptar definitely took that one. Like I said, I played on very easy and easy so far when I did the arcade, and I was able to win pretty easily. So now I'm trying on medium, and obviously they're definitely better than what they were on very easy, and I'm still learning the game myself. But the game is a lot of fun. Like I said, I'm going to show you another character here just to show you how they do different moves and how they're different from one another here. So let's go ahead and choose SpongeBob here. Let's leave it on very easy so you guys don't... Actually, let's dial it up a little bit. Very easy is a little too easy, but let's just do easy so you guys... I can kind of talk easier and show you guys the game a little bit better without worrying about getting killed here. So let's see how this goes here. Oh, we're facing Michelangelo now with SpongeBob. As you can see here, little SpongeBob level here. But the levels are really nicely designed.
3, 2, 1,
see how we do here. So here's SpongeBob's quick attacks. So this is the quick attack he's doing right there. Nice little down that you can hit him. That's a good one. Quick little push him up so you can kind of throw him on there. This is his heavier attacks. He takes out that glove, kind of smacks up and down, brings out the rainbow here, hits him when he's next to you, brings out the little net, and then his specials here, or his actual specials here, is the bubble. So you can see he blows a bubble that direction if you hit that. So he has a little bubble action there. And then his down, that's his special for down. He kind of hits forward just like that, takes him off the board. And up is him flying with a little bubble to carry him up, basically. Let's see if we can knock him out of the ring here. So yeah, they do a good job with the specials and stuff. Like I said, for each character, they're all different. You know, they all feel like they belong with the characters. You know, SpongeBob blowing the bubbles and stuff like that is cool. In each direction, obviously something SpongeBob would do. And it definitely feels like they're animated really well. Like the VO is the only thing really missing here that I think is unfortunate. So if they can get VO in there with character dialogues and stuff like they talked that they might do, hopefully the game sells well enough. This could be a top tier game in my opinion, because that's the only thing I think is missing. Of course, I'd like to see other characters in the game that I like. You know, Doug himself, I'd love to be on here. Huge fan of Doug and stuff. I'd like to see Tommy Pickles in here instead of just Helga from Rugrats. Let's show you guys one more character here. I'll quit out of here just to give you guys an idea of some other special moves here. Let's go ahead and do Cat Dog here. I haven't used Cat Dog yet, so let's see what his specials are like and what we can expect here. Well, let's see what his quick moves are first. Alright, so he kind of like dashes that character forward, and if you're the other way, he dashes the other cat and dog back and forward, which is just a really cool animation on how that looks, where you're kind of just bashing that way and up. Okay, so that's cool. Upwards is him punching up. Same way with the other direction. If you're kind of standing in the other direction, then he punches up the other way. His down looks like that. So if you jump up and then press down, they kind of like go upwards. And then kind of both stretch out to kind of hit the opponent downwards, which is cool. Oh, that's a good one. So that's their heavier attack. Kind of just turns him big. And just punches him, so that's a good one. Heavier attack with that. Looks like they're getting a little prop there and kind of smashing him up. And then his up is grabbing that big speaker, big speakerphone there, so that's cool. I think we just killed him, so we're gonna have to do one more so we can show you the specials there. Alright, so let's see what his main specials are, since we didn't get to do that because we killed the other one so fast. So this move here, the one that he like turns big, is a really good one. So Cat Dog is really fun to play already, even though I haven't used him. Like, he's just smashing him. So yeah, let's see. So this is the bone, so that's one of them. That makes sense. He's got a little bone there to throw out. So that's the one of the specials there, and then the up special, kind of fly upwards, not fly upwards, but do a giant jump. So that's cool. And then the down special, let's see. They kind of both jump. Oh, and they just killed me. And the down special looks like that. They kind of both like stretch out with like, looks like really heavy punches that they kind of just like dish out. So yeah, they got really heavy punches there. They got the little super fly there that they do, which is really cool how that looks. A little animation there with his face. Looks freaking awesome. Yeah, that's cool. And then you got the bone thing I was talking about before. You can kind of throw out. Actually, one side is the bone. The other side is I don't know if that's like a cookie, possibly. And that felt like, oh, just got on there. Oh, and then I came back with the smack. Oh, and then we kicked him off the board. That was a good one. But yeah, that gives you guys a little bit of representation of what the gameplay is like. Obviously, I'll leave you guys to explore the rest of the characters. Each one of them has their own unique powers. I really am having fun with this game. There's a lot to like about this game, with a couple of like things that are hopefully something that they could add. You got to remember that even though this isn't exactly an indie team in the way that we think about indie teams, this team had a very stringent budget from what I heard, so that's why they didn't have VO and stuff in the game with the characters and the theme songs and stuff, because obviously licensing it costs a lot of money, and they were working on a really tight budget, so it's almost like an indie team in a sense, because they're on a stringent budget with not a lot of people working on it, so it kind of makes sense. But I'm still having like a ton of fun with this game. So in conclusion with that, you know, if you guys are really big fans of Nickelodeon and the 90s and stuff, and these characters like I am, definitely go ahead and check this game out. Online play is fun on the Switch. You know, no lag or anything like that I've experienced on the Switch. I'm having a really fun time, and a lot of variety in the 20 characters that are in the game, a lot of variety in the 20 levels that are in the game as well. For those characters, they did a really good job with the design of the characters, with their animations and their expressions that they make, and each special feeling different from each other, as I showed you a little bit here. Really mimics to what their TV personalities are like. The gameplay, which is most important, is of course really fun and really solid to play. And I'm having a ton of fun with it, and I think a lot of people who like these characters and like the Smash gameplay are going to feel the exact same way, just with the two caveats that there's no actual voiceover and theme songs that may kind of make people feel a little weird with some of the stuff sometimes being a little quiet in the game. But again, that's something the devs are working on that they hope to, hopefully, depending on how the game sells, they may add in the future. We already have confirmation that DLC characters are coming, so we'll see who comes next for this game. I'm excited. I hope that we get some of the characters that we're all wanting that are still not here, and even more properties from Nickelodeon, because this is like a smash up of our dreams for all us 90s kids and 90s fans and Nickelodeon fans in general. So yeah, guys, if you guys have any questions about what you guys saw in today's video, as always, leave it down below. If not, thank you guys for watching. Until next time.